Hi, I'm Honey Davenport, and you are watching Sickening Drag Performances. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Hey all you cats and kittens, Carol Baskin. Just kidding. It's Reid here, and welcome to another episode of Sickening Spotlight. This is episode 11 or 12 now. It's been a crazy ride, you guys. I just think that today we are going to be doing some amazing, fun stuff with Miss Perla Coddington. I cannot wait to share that with you guys. Once again, I'm your host, Reid. You can follow me on my social journey. We're talking YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn if you're crazy, Byte, TikTok, whatever. Everything is just Electric Reid. You can also find me or find Sickening Drag Performances. We are a LGBT queer artist, drag artist based brand that does videography services, video services, as well as artist web designs. And if you want to have a website made by me, a web designer, in as little as 72 hours and as low as $30 for the design, please go ahead to sickeningdragperformances.com and click on Get My Drag Website to get started. I cannot wait to help all of you artists out get your website going and be more professional online. With that being said, you can follow Sickening Drag Performances online, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, as well as Twitch. It's just at Sickening Drag Performances, as well as Byte and TikTok. It's just Sickening Drag Queens. We do not have a Twitter, so if you see Sickening on there, not us, girl. But without further ado, let's go ahead and welcome to the stage. We have a lovely entertainer here today with us from Calgary, Alberta? So that's Canada, y'all. This shit's getting crazy. We are international, the house down boots. But please welcome to the stage, everyone, Perla Coddington. Kitty cat, 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 cat. Waiting for Perla Coddington. That's what it says.
Canada's the shit.
Huh?
Canada's the shit.
I know, right? Y'all have healthcare and shit.
We got that free healthcare.
How are you? You look stunning. Where'd you get this hair? Did Miss Abia make it?
This is a wig that my drag sister Abia made.
Okay. We love an Abia moment.
She's Brazilian. She's human.
All of the things. Okay, work. Oh, so how have you been so how are you, girl? It's been a minute since I've seen you.
It's been a minute. I'm going fucking crazy.
Girl, took your camera a little up. It's cutting your head off.
Oh, no, girl, we're going to hide that.
Oh, okay, got it.
we gonna hide that. Well, you can't really tell. Hold on, fuck it, whatever. What are we? We're just gonna create a little tower for my phone to attempt to balance on.
We love a construction moment.
This is why I'm not in construction. Oh
yes,
my god! And then I lose the chair.
Yes, Miss Maureen. Hi, how are you?
You know, I'm gonna have that there.
Okay, work. That's fine. Because you know I upload these to YouTube afterwards, so I have to put your handle in the middle.
You have me looking pretty. Okay, we good. I'm back. I'm
yes, queen, Miss Blazer. Okay, this is okay. You're doing a photo shoot after this, right?
Probably. I need some photos now that my hair is.
You got a perfect pink backdrop, bitch.
Oh, right.
Freshly painted.
Drag room. This is my drag sister's drag room. I'm hanging out.
Yeah, so, how have you been? So we've been in, quarantine for 2 months now. So how have you been keeping busy?
Oh my God. This has actually been, probably the most, thrilling thing for me creatively.
Okay.
I'm, working on outfits. My designer and I are working on so many pieces right now. We just finished this amazing yellow outfit that I'm posting on my Instagram in a few days.
Okay.
Giant bow. It's full bodycon with a bell sleeve. We just did a massive outfit that's inspired by The Shining. So it's the carpet from The Shining is the entire print of the outfit. There's embroidery details. It's designed to represent a bellhop uniform, but also a cape moment with a bellhop hat. There's a medical mask, full Shining moment.
I've been working on quite a few rompers as well. I'm gonna.
Oh my God, yes.
This summer, I went to the New York Garment District, and I went to Spandex World, like Mood and all that shit. I kid you not, I bought 65 yards of fabric, 22 different pieces of fabric, each one being custom made into a romper.
That's iconic.
So I'm getting ready to blow y'all the fuck up on my Instagram feed with these. I don't know if they're designer rompers because I didn't really like design them, but a cute, like some of them are gonna be like cute. So you know, like the reversible sequins, like when you rub it.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So I'm having one made out of that, but the catch is the sequin. The one color is a metallic copper shade, and the other one is a shiny. It's like a matte metallic copper, and then the other one is like a shiny navy blue.
Oh, work.
And it's a romper, bitch.
Okay, that's a full vibe.
And then the buttons that go down are actually like copper buttons.
Okay, that's gonna be a full moment.
Yes.
That's like the first night out of quarantine. That's what you're wearing to the club.
I'm like, hi, I'm here. Like, touch me, please. Like, I need it.
Like, it's been a long time. I need some form of physical contact.
Okay, so full creative moments going on. So you obviously are more familiar with the social space. So like, how are the now that so many performers are taking their work online, how do you think this is going to affect drag and like the entertainment industry in the long run, as far as like LGBT stuff goes?
I think this is actually going to inspire a lot of queens, kings, every drag performer under the sun. Well, not even a drag performer, like performers in general,
right,
to seek out creative outlets aside from just what we have in the nightclub. Like coming into this and like being in lockdown and not being able to go to a bar and like get a tip. Like all I want is that cash, but I can't get that cash right now. So I think this is such an amazing opportunity for people to look at different outlets. Like there is an amazing drag performer in Alberta here, Lilith Fair, who just actually started a massive YouTube series and has been running with these characters that she creates online and been like creating short films and getting super stuff like that. And then we have so many others that are just pushing creative outlets of like clothing design, looks, and like building stuff in these different ways. And I think this kind of lit a fire under my ass where I was like, okay, these people are doing this kind of stuff. What can I do that's in my realm that I know really well? And like, I come from a background in fashion. I've worked in fashion for literally like 10 years before I started doing drag. And I think it's just amazing to see like how I could pull that and really start to throw fashion more into my drag. Because I'm so inspired by like seeing all these other creatives that are like, fuck it, this is my wheelhouse. Like, let me do this.
Yeah. Okay, work. I definitely think it's gonna affect us because number one, now that all these entertainers that normally do live performances are taking it online, all the like the below 18 generation is getting to see like drag for real instead of just like the pretty pictures on Instagram, because now performances are actually being, you know, like largely available online instead of just like whatever, you know, short clips or whatever. So I think that's definitely gonna help the younger generation shift more into drag. So I think that's one thing that's gonna happen, but I also think it's gonna push a lot of performers to keep doing online content as well. Because I've known a lot of people that they're using this opportunity to like do things that they never had time to do before. Like I know a queen from New York, Miss Jacqueline Hyde. I can find her on Instagram. She has been doing a like cooking show that she's been waiting to do for like 4 years, and she's been actually pushing out that content now that she has the time. So I definitely think it's gonna have like a long-term effect on people actually more willing and more able to do consistent online content. Yeah. So I guess now that, I mean, as somewhat of an influencer in our community, as someone who's familiar with that environment, I mean, do you think it's affecting people that maybe don't have huge social followings, or do you think it's helpful that they're able to, like, what do you think?
Like, even like me sitting here, like I don't have like the following of queens like even Eva Destruction, like Rose, Laguna Blue, these amazing queens in the States. And so I found like a lot of my online content can't really reach those larger audiences because I don't have such a backing to me. But it doesn't mean that I'm not going to try and hustle for it. It just means that you have to push so much harder and build yourself so much more. And look at what you're doing and think, how can I manipulate certain things, build certain things, even if it just means you're posting higher quality photos. There's so many different outlets on how you can really push your drag and expose yourself to so many different audiences. Even just like sharing photos on your story to help boost your content and just focus on building your brand and branding yourself, and people are going to catch on to what you're doing and how you're branding, push you.
Okay, work. So what are a couple of your favorite pieces of drag that you have? Could be hair, could be a look.
Oh, actually, recently I'm having this weird kick in my life where I've decided I'm switching it up. And like, this was my big push to switch it up with this wig was I didn't want something that was all blonde because I am such a blonde bitch. So this is like full two-tone. But literally recently, I think it was literally done on Friday, Abia made me this amazing little like Betty Page cut bang, like 30 dark brown hair, and I'm like living for her right now. She's what else? How many items did you say? I forgot already.
A couple, 2, 3.
Okay, we're gonna do 3 because I think I can do 3. I have this like this one outfit that I absolutely love, and I wish I wore it more, but I need to wear it more. It's this like plaid 2-piece set. It's on Instagram somewhere. It's like multiple tartan just like mixed in together. It's like a crop top with like these super high-waisted pleated trousers and like safety pins holding together the sleeves. It's one of my favorite outfits ever.
James Charles Met Gala moment.
Right? I'm like very I can't remember the name of the collection from Alexander McQueen, but he had a McQueen collection that was really plaid. And I would say, well, honestly, the wigs. We definitely love a wig. I recently fell in love with this one that I haven't been wearing a lot, but it's like this long, blonde, dip dyed into orange, and I love it so much.
Yes. Well, damn. Like I've already run through all my questions. She's efficient.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, this is a moment right here.
Oh. Ladies and gentlemen, get the camera. What are there any new queens in Calgary since I've been there, like that have been born?
We have this amazing group of queens coming up that like are finally going to be legal, because the drinking age in Canada is 19, but in Alberta, my province, it's 18. So like you turn 18, you're going to the bars, you're having fun.
Sure.
And there's like amazing young queens that are turning it out, and I'm so excited for them to like be in the bar scene, especially when I had to take her under my wing. I was like, I see this little fashion baby sprouting here, and if anyone's gonna help you out, it's gonna be me. So I was like, you can join the Empire of Coddington, because neither of us are Vogue dancers, so we can't be a house.
Come here, like.
Right, I'm like, let's talk fashion. So I don't Ella Mode. I'm so excited for her to be 18 and to just like attack.
Yes.
And if she doesn't attack, I'm gonna.
She's here.
She's here. She's here, and I'm gonna make her fucking attack. If she's like, oh no, I don't want to do this, I'm gonna be like, you're gonna
bitch, go. Attack. Like, yeah.
I'm like, you got big shoes to fill for when I die. We don't know how much longer I'm going to be around.
Right.
I'm old.
Okay. So, like, have you, I don't know. Where's Canada's biggest, like, fashion, like, like, where does fashion happen the most in Canada? Is it Toronto? Is it
Toronto for sure, because it's like an hour flight from New York. So Toronto is definitely like the fashion capital of Canada.
okay?
Like, if you're gonna kind of put Canada on a map and look at it as like the US and compare, Vancouver is like our LA. Calgary is like our Houston. And Toronto is our New York.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah. So like there's a lot of Toronto girls. There's some amazing Toronto girls. If people haven't checked them out, like Priyanka, she is slaying it right now. She has joined the Digital Drag Fest. Like she is like, phenomenal. Juicebox is also an amazing queen from Toronto that I absolutely love. We have one named Mona Moore who actually lives in Calgary now, and she's from Toronto, and obsessed. I'm obsessed.
Got it.
Like she.
Okay, so I don't know. Do you have any questions for me that I can answer?
Oh my God. Okay. Top 3 of season 12. Who are you rooting for?
Oh, they're all gone.
Oh, who are you rooting for?
So I've been a Britta and Jan stan. Well, I don't want to say Jan. I know Jan and I really like Jan. I don't know that I stan Jan. I definitely love Jan, but I don't stan Jan the most. I'm definitely more of a Britta stan.
Love
because I've known and been like in touch, like I text Britta on a regular basis. But I've loved Britta since like 2016.
And Britta's a New York legend. Like Britta is phenomenal.
And she like people think she's like overdoing it when she was like, oh, like if you know anything about New York drag, you know who I am. And like that's not really a stretch if you think about it, because like I mean, you search New York drag queens in Google and like 8 articles that feature Britta are on the first page.
Exactly. And especially in New York, they have such a huge turnover for these queens because so many of them get scooped up by Drag Race.
Yeah.
Like Cracker and Bob.
At least 3 or 4 per season.
Exactly. Bob was slaying New York before he was on the show. Cracker was slaying New York. And then when Cracker went away, Jan really had a huge push. I noticed like Jan and Rose come up like boom and dominate. And Britta had always been there. It's like Britta to me is like Mayhem of LA, like a staple.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Also, something new that I had not heard was that Britta, Jackie, and Jan, it was all 3 of their first times auditioning.
Oh shit.
So I don't know if there's like something going on there with casting, or if they just like, if like casting was like waiting on them.
I feel like they were. I so feel like they were.
I feel like that's a thing in New York. Like if you've been doing like the big shows at like the main bars in New York, for like a year or more, like you're already on the map, and then they're just waiting for you.
Exactly.
I don't know, like that. I know that's my running theory. I haven't really dug that deep into it because I mean these are just my friends. I don't really care. I look at the show more for entertainment value than anything else. I don't really, and you know, I know some people that are involved with filming, so it's not really like, it's not as big a deal as it used to be. I used to get starstruck when I first started filming drag for the first year, and we had like Mayhem or like Latrice or like Detox. So my first drag racers I ever met was Willem and Detox when they were both DWV. It was 2016, and I filmed them at our local Pride. And that was the first time I ever got starstruck, and I only was getting starstruck for like 6 months after that. And then I realized, oh, like there's so many queens that they're just, you know, they just had the privilege of being on the show. They're still people too. So when I'm talking to these queens, I find it a lot more, you know, beneficial to talk to them as humans instead of reality stars.
Oh, totally. And I think that's a given with any entertainment industry person, is they are just people. They just happen to be on our TVs.
Yeah. So yeah, okay, so I didn't even answer your question. So top 3 I'm rooting for. I definitely am a Jackie stan. I've only met Jackie briefly twice. But I definitely live for everything that she does and everything she stands for, politically and for drag. Is Abia there?
Abia's here.
Abia, come say hi.
What are you doing?
Hello, I'm a man.
Hi.
How are you?
Good. Baby face Abia.
I know, baby face Abia. She hasn't done her hair for a long time. I shaved my head, so like,
Girl, okay. My hair is the struggle right now. Like, my sideburns are fully like 1.5 inches, and I'm trying. Like, I comb that shit behind my ears. Like, it's nasty.
I think I was 4 or 5 days into quarantine. And I was like, fuck it, and just shaved.
Oh yeah, I saw that. You were like, I think I'm gonna do something. Next snap was like, I did it.
Oh, literally. And I was like, yay. And I'm kind of into it. I think I'm gonna stay bald.
Yeah, my hairline is, I'm still like saving up for my hairline surgery. But I'm also like, I'm still on the fence whether or not I should go bald. I've been told my head is a nice shape, but I don't know if I believe that.
Try shaving your head. It's so liberating, and you do it and you're like, ooh, stress free.
Okay. I might have to do that.
I'm team bald now. I'm so team bald. Like, I do miss the days when I could like run my fingers through my hair, but at the same time I'm like, I don't have to like do anything to the top of my head.
I don't do anything to my hair anyway, so
yeah, you don't.
This has been my hair the last however many months.
Yellow it was until it was beside this.
Or this.
Oh my god, I wish I was in Calgary. I would have you cut my hair.
Well,
literally.
There's literally no one cutting hair right now. Like, all the salons are closed. There's not a gay in this motherfucking town that appears to cut hair. And like, I literally have resorted to like putting on Grindr, like, need a haircut. Like, I'm desperate, girl.
Literally, salons reopen here on May 14th.
I think stuff is supposed to open here around then too. So I'll be looking forward to that.
Prematurely.
Yeah, I mean, honestly though.
America's hurting right now. Y'all got like over 1 million cases.
Yeah, we got the most cases because we didn't do anything at first.
I honestly think Canada has like maybe 20,000 cases left in the entire country.
Work.
Right? And America's just like
mushroom cloud. I'd say Britta was my number 1. Jackie's my number 2. I think Jada stands for a lot of like Southern like pageant drag, and then that's what I was raised around, so I gravitate a lot more towards that, so I'm rooting for her.
I'm gonna plug in my phone real quick because I know that she's on low battery now, and we're gonna rebuild my setup. It's not as pretty of a setup, but hey, whatever. There we go.
Also, we have an honorary mention for Miss Heidi. She is like she's the PR queen. Like, she's the funniest. She's the nicest. She's from North Carolina, so I'm from South Carolina. So she's representing very well. She's very sultry and very like, oh, how y'all doing? Like, that whole moment.
So cute.
Yes.
Like, so cute. She melts my heart every time she has a confessional. I'm like, bitch.
Yeah. She was like, oh, am I the trade of the season?
And I'm
oh
like, you're anything you want to be okay.
Yeah.
She's just like, who the fuck is this man in a wig crying? And I'm like,
But yeah, okay, next question.
Oh my goodness.
We got to make this go for at least 30 minutes, girl. I got to have that YouTube content.
Okay. Next question.
Literally anything. Oh,
your day.
So I actually just finished. Okay, so this is gonna sound like the most country. I just finished a can of boiled peanuts before we jumped on this call.
A can of what?
Boiled peanuts.
What the fuck is that? Like,
okay.
Is it literally just like peanuts in water that are boiled?
So basically you take raw peanuts like in the shell.
Yeah.
And then you have like a salted brine. So it's like really salty water. And then you put the peanuts in and you boil them for like 4 hours. Or you like simmer them for 4 hours. And they become like this really flavorful like snack that...
you eat the shell?
No, you don't eat the shell. So you open the shell and then the peanuts inside are like a really great snack. Think of it like roasted pumpkin seeds. Like it's just a snack that's like kind of like unique, but it's really good.
Oh.
It's also like basically a southeastern US thing. You'll only find it in like the southern, like the real southern, like you'll find it in New Orleans, South Carolina, like Georgia. I don't know about Florida, but like, you know, you'll see like hutches on the side of the highway selling like bags of boiled peanuts for like $5 a pound.
America is so fascinating.
Right?
We just
Literally.
have routine.
So, okay, so I just finished the boiled peanuts. I was starting, I got a new client for my websites. Drag
yes.
Palace has signed up to do a website.
Oh my God, amazing.
So I got started on doing some like preliminary stuff for that today. And then I also prepped for my job interview tomorrow and watched some YouTube content. Oh, I also watched a lot of the RuPaul's Digital Drag Con.
Oh yeah, that's happening, isn't it?
So the day 2 was today. So they were on air for like 2 or 3 hours. And I had to tune in for Miss Honey Davenport because I edited her video.
Oh, honey, that poor thing. She got such a bad edit on the show.
Yeah, but she's wonderful. She's like the mother to all New York City drag. And nothing can take that away from her.
Her and I did a Vita together.
Yes, I remember that.
Yeah, I didn't even realize she was there until like the end of the night when everyone was leaving. I was like, isn't that Honey Davenport? One of the Supreme hosts. And
Yep.
So unfortunately I didn't like get to like go and actually like meet any of the Supreme hosts because I was just like at the stage the entire time.
Right.
But it was kind of
the
cool.
performance requirement for LA Drag is so low.
Sorry?
The performance requirement, like the expectation of like performance from entertainers in LA, I think is really low.
I was shitting myself the entire time before I was like about to go up on stage. They're like, okay, you're next. And I was like, fuck. Fuck. I was like, all these people in this crowd are going to be like, why the fuck do they have this Canadian bitch coming up here? And I was like freaking out, so nervous, did a cartwheel, kicked one of the seats because I realized that I did it too close to the seat because I was worried that me out of all people was too tall for the stage. But clearly is not a thing.
You're right.
And then even doing Mickey's, I was like, this is too much. I was like, I am too small for this. And like Simone was in the show, Gigi was in the show, Morgan hosted it. Like it was like I was like shitting myself.
You were like, I don't compare to these bitches.
I was like, I am just a tiny ass little gay boy from Canada, and like one of y'all is gonna be on a show soon. But like, whoa.
Yeah. Okay. So what was the question? So I did the watch a little bit of DragCon. What did I have for lunch? I had like beef and broccoli ramen for lunch, and
that's a vibe. I know what that is.
Yeah. And then I literally just had to like set up my little mini studio. You're out of the phone holder, so I have like a full studio moment.
Oh, so you got the full setup going on.
Oh, yes, girl. You have to separate yourself from the background. And then it's like, I have my... Yeah. Also, like, I'm hoping to do some more... I don't know if you've been seeing... I've uploaded some of the, Cosmo Queen type makeup tutorials to my channel.
Oh, I love those.
So I actually am thinking of doing a couple more since there's, I'm gonna break quarantine and have a couple of really cool, entertainers from Philadelphia over soon.
You're all breaking quarantine.
Yeah, at this point, it's like, it's not if, it's when.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was gonna have some people over to film a couple more of those. You know Hexa, right?
Yes, yeah.
So hers is coming out soon. Mark my words. Her Cosmo Queen style edited tutorial. Like I'm literally coming for their gig. Like I'm trying to make these videos look as if they came straight from Cosmo.
Oh,
Um,
gray background and all.
but like better. I'm adding my own twist to them. So if you haven't watched it, go watch Miss Toto's. It's on my channel. So you can see like, yeah, she's fierce. She did like a Captain Hook look.
I'm also obsessed. Another thing that I absolutely love about Miss Toto is how vocal she is on social media about fighting for equality for like queer POC and even the trans community, like trans POC. She is absolutely amazing on vocalizing these concerns and really fighting for that proper narrative that unfortunately seems to be such a hidden thing in the States.
Right. Yeah. So she actually lives right now. So she moved away from Chicago to one of her close friends' houses. And so she's actually living about 30 minutes from me right now. So we've been doing a lot of collaborations behind the scenes.
Oh, I love that.
So yeah. What else do you have for me?
What is your top 3 essential quarantine must-dos?
Quarantine must-dos. Grocery shopping. I feel like you haven't lived unless you've grocery shopped in quarantine. I don't know. I'm such a white boy. I redid my resume. I also rebuilt my personal website. That's not like a universal. That's more of a me productivity thing. A universal must do. Move to somewhere cheaper.
Oh.
Like everyone I know has like moved from where they were living to like somewhere where they could live for free or like really cheap. Because like Miss Toto moved out of Chicago. Every queen I know from New York, if they're still in New York, they have like the rent forbearance thing. Or like I moved across town. I'm in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, which is not a big city. Don't look it up. But I moved across city, and now I'm paying like, not paying that much. I'm paying like $200 a month. But I mean, it's fine.
I am still at $900 a month. But
they're not doing any forgiving or anything like that?
No, so like our prime minister, because we don't have a president, we have a prime minister, Canada's different. He's instilled this thing called CURB or CERB, which is like $2,000 a month for anyone who's been laid off or is not working because of coronavirus. And I was like, okay.
Okay.
But you can only claim it for 4 months. And I'm like, what am I supposed to do after this? I tried to apply for EI, but I got like employment insurance, but I got denied. And I was like, okay, well, at least I can get this CURB thing. So I got that. And so like the moment this ends, I'm just gonna like fucking hustle.
Yeah. That's all you really can do.
Right.
Yeah, so that's kind of my quarantine must-dos. Another quarantine must-do, gain a lot of weight.
Oh my, I lost weight.
Bitch, how?
I don't know. I was like, also breaking quarantine rules. I don't give a fuck anymore. My my designer came over to do some fittings and comes into my apartment and I'm like, okay, give it to me straight. Has my waist gone up? And I'm like having this heart attack moment. I'm like, this is it. None of my
He's like measuring you?
And he like goes to fit the item around me and he's like, actually, this is a little big. And I was like, say it again. I was like, tell me one more time. Say it again. And he's like, you're an asshole. And I was like, I'm so proud of myself. And he's like, what have you been eating? And I was like, McDonald's.
Oh my god.
But then I would have like longing moments where I would just go outside and like chain smoke and be like, oh,
yes.
And I think that's what caused me to lose the weight.
Yeah. Okay, work. I've gained weight. I've gained about 15 pounds.
Oh my god, freshman 15, but COVID 15.
Yeah, literally. I don't really care that much about my body. I'm plenty confident in my body.
And that's how it should be. Everyone putting on like quarantine weight, losing quarantine weight. Guess what? As long as you
like,
still
bitch, I don't care.
Like, rock it, girl.
Y'all ain't gonna see this.
Out,
my rompers are made skin tight, but just a little bit loose in the front, so you can't tell if I fluctuate.
I always just leave things loose in the front so I don't have to tuck.
Oh my god. Girl, I was thinking about actually buying like a tucking panty just to like have one.
Oh, I have a Tuck It.
Oh, really?
Yeah, can we just, the logo of Tuck It just appears right here. Just
literally just like,
yeah. And then just like, not sponsored.
Yeah,
but
right.
no, it's really good.
Okay.
It's like, so good. Like, you put it on and like, I don't know how, but your balls are just like, oh yeah, I should go up there. And you're like,
what? Yeah. Okay.
like, thank you. And they're like, no problem. Yeah, and then when you gotta pee, it's so much easier because you just like literally pull it off and everything just like, and you're like, oh, it's there. Thank you, I missed you. And
oh my god, how have you guys been? It's been so long.
Yeah, you're like, wow, you're warm in there? And they're like,
oh my god, I can't. Okay, so, what's your like go-to lip sync number? Like, if you had if you have the lip sync right now, what would be your go-to? Not like a year ago, not before quarantine, but like right now.
We're gonna talk about anything from the new Dua Lipa album.
Okay. Work.
Give me Levitating, give me Don't Start Now, give me Break My Heart, give me Good in Bed, give me...
So like anything on TikTok.
Oh my god, no. Literally, I have literally listened to nothing besides the Dua Lipa album, but I've also been listening to a lot of 80s music.
Okay.
And so I have a ton of outfits that I'm working on, which I had mentioned earlier, but I'm also theming lip sync songs to those outfits. And certain one of those outfits like work with certain songs. So I've been listening to a lot of those songs, like We Built This City by Starship, and just like going through like my whole 80s rundown. Also Way cover remix song from Birds of Prey.
Okay.
Because maybe there's a Harley Quinn look in the works. Who knows? We'll see.
Got it. Okay, and let me see. What would I want to know about Perla?
I'm an open book.
Also, I'm still like slightly infatuated by the fact that we're so goddamn similar.
Oh my god. T.
So for those of you watching on YouTube or watching this live right now, we're both 5'5". We both have like the same size shoe, the same size head, the same size waist, literally, and like we do our makeup very similar too. So, I was like, I saw Perla, and then I was talking to Perla when I first met her, and I was like, let me pick this bitch's brain about literally everything. So I don't know, like, okay, so you work with your designer a lot, for your looks. So I know that traditionally drag artists are either making it themselves or ordering pieces from different online retail outlets and piecing together looks. So, like financially, like I'm curious to know if that's more expensive or equally as expensive than just like buying stuff from online.
It definitely varies. Like, so my designer is amazing. His name is Benjamin Toner, and he is a designer for film and television. And I've known him for years. And when I was doing drag, he like made costumes for a mutual friend of ours. And he was like, you know, I would love to do more drag costumes. And my friend was like, yo, you know Perla? And he was like, I do. And literally texted me and was like, bitch, I'm making you shit. And I was like, done. So Ben like started working on a bunch of different costumes for me. The first time I went to DragCon, he made all of my DragCon outfits.
Okay.
It was like amazing. It was inspired by Jean Paul Gaultier's Spring Summer 19 collection. and it was this giant, if I spin, the foot radius of this outfit is like, I think if you like stretch it out, it's 600 feet or something like that of ruffles and tulle.
Damn.
Yeah. And it's just like this big cupcake moment. And then he made this beautiful like pistachio green big bow moment with palazzo pants. And after that I was like, okay, yeah, we get each other. And he's made so many of my favorite looks. Like it's definitely more of an investment when you're getting these pieces custom made, because you have to pay for time, you have to pay for fabric, any grommets or zippers put into things, and all these different elements to the looks. And as much as I love being able to go into a store and be like, I can buy this, it'll fit me, whatever, let's go to a number. I love having these pieces that I get to wait for and get to help create. And it again just pulls from my background where like I'm the like designer and he's my atelier, and I'm like, let's do this.
Yeah. Okay. Work. I mean, these rompers that I mentioned before, they're my first like experience with anything that's, you know, fully a custom build.
Yeah.
Like I've had things, you know, I've bought store-bought rompers before and then just had them like tailored in. But I've never had anything where like it's like fully like custom. So I'm definitely the people that I'm using, they made costumes for like stage mostly. So I definitely feel comfortable with them doing it. Queen of Seams on Instagram, look them up, shout out. But I hope they do a wonderful job. They're back in Charleston, South Carolina. I actually left them, so it's going to be like a shipping thing. I'll be interested to see how that goes. They're going to be shipping me my first 3.
Amazing.
Hopefully within the week. So I'm super excited for those. I'm definitely hoping to have at least 5 or 6 by the time we're allowed out of the house, so that I can go. I'm gonna strut my shit like what? Yeah.
Who's that guy who does the runaway with me wig reveal? That's gonna be you with rompers.
Yeah, literally. But like rompers are my personal brand.
Oh, literally.
So that's what I'm branding myself as, the romper dude. Like I'm doing everything with rompers besides like changing my Instagram handle to the romper dude.
Change your other Instagram to the romper dude.
Yeah. So
your boy account.
Girl, I've already branded myself Electric Reid on everything.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
Make another one that's just the romper guy, and just take really embarrassing photos, or get people to send you embarrassing photos of you, like out in public, in these rompers.
Okay.
So they're like candid, like paparazzi moments, but you're literally just like getting coffee, or like walking down the street, or like casually picking your nose in a movie theater.
I could just make Instagram the romper dude, and then just have it be a romper shout out account.
Ooh.
And then I could have romper merch, bitch.
Oh, I think we just.
Okay. We are making shit happen now.
Yeah. Okay. So I am RuPaul, and you are Heidi in this moment. I usually own 51% of the company. Yes. Heidi hydrates that bullshit. You know what?
Oh my god! How funny would it be if she actually came out with something like that?
Oh, it'd be iconic.
Like literally, it's so funny.
Bridge the gap.
Yeah. Oh, it's so funny. She just comes out with her own version of like Smile Direct Club or something. She'd be like, I'm not saying you should, but
you should. Iconic.
Okay, yeah. Ask me one more question before we go.
One more question. What is one show that you binged during quarantine that you regret watching? You can say Tiger King.
I haven't binged anything during quarantine, but I do regret binging a show called Helix. It's like a sci-fi medical drama, like airing on the side of horror. I don't do horror. I do like sci-fi and like scarier sci-fi stuff, but nothing like horror.
Yeah, like you can handle Alien, but you don't want like ghosts.
Yeah, that shit gave me so many nightmares. I mean, I highly recommend it if you like that kind of stuff, but like, I definitely think it's worth checking out. But yeah, it gave me nightmares. I don't like having nightmares when I can't leave the house.
Oh, see, I am like, I will fall asleep to horror movies. I watched Hereditary. I've made a Bia watch Hereditary last night, and she's like freaking out, and I'm like,
You're like sitting here living.
I'm like, this is fun. We should do it again. She's like, that was fucking horrifying. Now I gotta go sleep, and I'm like, I'm gonna sleep just fine. I put on the Les Mis soundtrack and fell asleep.
Oh my god. All right, well, thank you so much for doing this. I realized this was so
Thank you
last
for
minute,
having me.
and I know you didn't have to, like, you know, it's never a requirement if I asked you to go live to get in drag or anything like that.
Oh,
so.
girl, if I'm gonna go on live, you know we gotta look pretty.
Yes. Okay, well, thank you so much. Have a wonderful rest of your evening. Take some wonderful pictures of this look.
Oh, yes.
And I will be talking to you very soon. We have to do a collab.
We do.
All right. Have a good one, and we'll see you next time.
I'll see you.
All right, thank you so much, everyone, for watching this Sickening Spotlight here with Miss Perla Coddington. It has been a wonderful time chatting with them. Don't forget to follow us online at Sickening Drag Performances on Instagram, YouTube, Twitch, as well as Facebook at Sickening Drag Performances. You can also follow us on Byte app as well as TikTok. We're just Sickening Drag Queens. We do not have a Twitter. I'm Reid, your host. You can follow me on all social media: Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, LinkedIn if you're crazy. Everything that I have is just Electric Reid. So go follow me there to follow me on my social journey. Lots of rompers, lots of crazy other stuff going on, especially with drag. We are an LGBT and queer artist and drag artist focused company brand, and we do build websites as well if you would like one. A website for as low as $30 and in as little as 72 hours, please go to sickeningdragperformances.com and click on Get My Drag website, and we can look forward to working together. Thank you so much once again. This has been Sickening Spotlight, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Stay sickening.